Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Jujutsu Craft Returns. Every single time the episode starts nighttime and everything exploding all around me, and bad stuff happening everywhere. Now there's two Maharagas. Let's just go this way. Anyway, last time we tested out a couple of the techniques from the calling game characters. So we started off with the Hazanoki, I think, technique. I don't really know. Basically, you turn your eyes and your teeth into explosives and you throw them. It's a very basic technique. It's a decent technique. There's just not a lot to it, so we only spent a part of an episode on that. And then we spent the rest of the time looking at the Reggie Star technique, where basically we throw these little paper things around and they become cars, they become knives, and a bunch of other cool stuff. It's again a pretty powerful one, but I keep using Maharaga as my testing dummy, and this is not a Maharaga technique. Against other opponents that aren't just I refuse to die type opponents, it's actually pretty decent. Like, I could just throw a house and everything within like 30 blocks just dies. If it gets hit by the house, it just dies, unless it's like one of the super big bads. So, a couple pretty fun techniques. Neither of them have a unique domain, it's just like the basic ones. And honestly, this one's domain actually is worse than just doing it out in the open because it makes the house useless, and the house is the strongest attack. But anyways, between episodes, the one time I decided to open Stevenson screens off screen, I got cool stuff. So I got gold from a Badlands. Why was it named to the Badlands? I still don't like the name Badlands. I always still think of it as Mesa. But anyways, I went to a Mesa, Badlands, and gathered a bunch of gold, which I turned into the traders for a bunch of Stevenson screens. I opened 18, and inside I got the Black Rope, which is just a pretty good tool. It cancels out curse techniques and has a lot of cursed energy. The main expansion don't really need a bunch of weapons we already have copies of. A set of 3 death paintings for free. That one's pretty cool. And the Supreme Martial Solution. I didn't actually realize you could get that thing from Stevenson Screens. I thought it was just like a rare drop from Heian era Sakuna. Because, yeah, this thing's cool. It has a lot of cursed energy. It's very fast, doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can do that and get like a little lightning strike attack, so that's pretty fun. I haven't really tested out its full capabilities. I figured I'd wait on that, but I did use it against a grade 2 and one-shot it, so it's at least semi-decent. Let's finish off the rest of these Stevenson screens real quick. We got another pistol, another sword we already have a copy of. I thought that was the Soul Split Katana for a moment and I got excited. Kitchen knife we already have. Already have a bunch of those. Bunch of Naginatas. That's like the most common item. Hammers. Another inverted Spear of Heaven. So that's a good drop, I guess. It's just a bunch of duplicates. We already have basically a dozen copies of all of that stuff. So, some interesting stuff, at least. Don't need another Nonomi's weapon. Don't need that. And that can go in there. And it looks like that's our loadout for today. Might as well try the Black Rope thing out. I don't remember how good it is. I just feel like I remember something about it. I don't remember what I'm remembering about the Black Rope. I thought I remembered it being good for some reason, but we'll have to double check it. Anyways, today I think we're going to be changing back over techniques. Reggie Star, and Reggie Star has a cool technique. I'm basically just trying to find the strongest technique, something that's capable of destroying Maharaga in like Sakuna, and I'm trying to do so while looking at the new stuff instead of jumping straight to like the actual superpowers. So who are we going to attempt? I can't I can't remember which ones are actually new, which ones I tried, which ones I didn't in the original run-through right now, though. Who is... Let's go with Hikari. I think I remember who Hikari is. I think we've seen him around before, and I think this is one I technically tested to make sure I had the pack working. But this one I'm almost 100% sure was like brand new. So, Hikari. We get a pair of white boots. We get Kinji Hikari's uniform, his jacket, and if we want the hair, we can do it, but it doesn't exactly look too great. I do like the hoodie. The hoodie is pretty nice. So, this is an interesting one. So, basic attack, basic knockback, and barrage, of course. Then what else have we got in here? Flying kick. It's a flying kick. It's what it says on the tin. So, pretty fun one. I like launch attacks. The launch forward attacks are always kind of fun. They're never too powerful, but if you manage to hit them, they're like good for getting away and getting some extra damage in from long range. Just decent. Reserve Ball, Doors, and then his domain, Idle Death Gambit. Reserve Ball. It gives you a ball. Okay. So you do Reserve Ball. Looks like you can have 4 at a time. Or okay. Okay. I'm rambling. I'm getting the feel for this one. So he has a technique called Doors. Wherever you're looking, you just summon some doors. And I'm assuming those close on whatever you're fighting and do some damage. Okay. And then Reserve Ball lets you just save a couple and throw them. Okay. So basically, you always want to have 4 of those on reserve, and then try to aim with your regular attack and use those when you're running low on energy then. Okay. I'm not sensing this being a Maharaga skill. That's not feeling very good. Although maybe these doors do like billions of damage. Who haven't we fought yet? I'm thinking probably, I think I'm going to test this against like a lower end sorcerer we haven't beaten yet. Akumo Ino, I don't think you're very strong. I think this is the guy with like the mask. I've seen him around. Oh, my nose started itching, of course. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's this guy. I've seen him around, but haven't actually fought him. So let's just try this. Doors, I missed. What's your technique again? Is this the guy with like the... This might be pistol. This might be the guy that uses the pistol. I don't remember. Okay. Doors is... This one's gonna need further testing, because that seemed decent. It didn't do a lot of damage, but if I have the cursor on an opponent, it looks like I'm just gonna do damage to them. Actually, the reserve balls seem like they're gonna be a bit of a problem to use. Who haven't we beaten? Who do I think I can beat? Yuta's a problem. Yuta has Rika. I guess we can try it against the actual character. That's an option. Larue? Let's just go through some opponents we haven't fought in yet. Larue. Don't actually recognize you. Oh, I've seen you around, but I haven't actually defeated you. That's what it was. Oh, you're... Okay, so... There is a bit of a problem with doors. It takes a moment for them to activate. And I can definitely just like spam them. Yeah, I can spam this technique pretty handily. But I do need to aim it, and it's not doing a lot of damage, and it is relatively easy for an opponent to dodge out of the way if they're moving fast enough. I have to, like, lead the shot a little bit. Okay. Reserve ball. I just wasted all my reserves. Okay. So far, just like the basic technique on its own, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. But like just the doors isn't really that strong. I think the main power of this technique is definitely its unique domain expansion, because this one does in fact have one. I just want to finish this fight. There we go. Beauty, honey. Okay then. Okay, grab up the reserve balls. We're gonna build back up some curse energy, and now I think I knew we need an opponent to test the domain expansion against, because this is actually a very unique domain expansion that I don't actually fully understand how it works, so I'm gonna need the wiki too. Okay, I have the wiki open for this domain, and I still don't fully comprehend exactly what it means. We need an opponent. I need a test subject for this one. Um, who is it going to be? Yuki seems like a bad idea. Mei Mei and actually all these characters kind of seem like a bad idea. I think there's some pretty tough ones in here. Um, Kenjaku, Sakuna is the worst idea available. Miguel seems like a bad idea. That's a very fast, very physical opponent. Let's try Toto, I guess. Oops, not Tofu. Aoi Toto. Like a fast character, a strong character, but one we fought before, and it's basic. We know how to deal with them, basically. So let's start the fight. Idol, Death, Gambit. Domain expansion. Private, Pure Love Train, Normal mode. Okay, apparently our domain has 4 modes, and it will randomly get one. Doors. Yeah, Doors becomes free, and the Pachinko activates. What did we get? No idea. Reach. Oh, not cancel domain. Okay, he's doing the clap. Barrage. Oops, I didn't actually mean to, like, thunderclap you there, but oh well. And the Pachinko activates. 111. Pachinko, Pachinko, Pachinko. Ah, we failed. 2. What? Reach. Oh, the Pachinko is going. Oh, we got something. What did we get? Jackpot. We got the jackpot. Oh. Oh, I understand. I understand what jackpot means. So, we tried fighting Hikari at one point. He was unkillable. Hikari was legitimately unkillable when we tried to fight him, and that's because he landed a jackpot. Yeah, okay. Okay. As we run, we explode. We have permanent reverse curse technique, speed 3, health boost, resistance. It only lasts a minute. So let's go for it. Let's grab out Maharaga. Oh, come on. Come at me. Come on, Maharaga. We're both currently unkillable. Oh, that's a ghetto. Okay. Okay. So, like, full jackpots. Maharaga was actually coming at us. Maybe. But that's not happening. What? Oh, that's probably bad. Oh, that's darkness spawning in. That's not supposed to be an open domain. I think it's possible. If we actually land a jackpot against Maharaga, we managed to stay alive long enough for it to go through. And Maharaga was actually coming at us instead of a random opponent, and then we can't keep up with it. So it's actually... I don't know if we can win that fight. But I do know I want to try it, because we're literally unkillable in Jackpot. So it's basically unstoppable object meets unstoppable object, and eventually we're going to stop. You know what, we're going to lose that fight, but I think it is worth testing, just to see how far Jackpot can push things. So, am I just going to time set day, go find this place, and fight another Maharaga? Probably. That's probably what's going to happen. Time set day. Oops, I forgot to the day part there. Let's go a little bit further away from the ice. Good job, Panda. Beat up the giant snake monster. Is there anything dangerous around here? Transfigured human? I barely count that. As in, I don't count it at all. Go away. And I don't know, I don't think we've beaten an Ogi Zenin. Might as well just clear the area. Door. Oh, that's flying kick. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, we definitely haven't fought an Ogi Zenin before. Door. 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 Flying kick. Raj attack. Gotcha. Upper rank 3. This isn't Demon Slayer. And anyways, okay. We used up a bunch of curse energy. Door. If you just start spamming door, it goes away pretty quickly. Let's grab another Maharaga. And do I just summon it in the domain and hope to get Jackpot immediately? Or do I do the domain, get Jackpot, and summon Maharaga? I think the second option is the only one where we actually succeed at this. But you know what? Let's just go all out. Start the fight as normal. Just 1 second. We'll curse energy maxes out. Go. Domain expansion. We got faster spins. That's something at least. Door. And we got reach. Flying kick. Oh, we got jackpot. A movable object versus a movable object. Where's my... Oh, you lose access to doors with jackpot. Okay. Okay, do my reserve balls still work, though? What? Okay. I guess I thunderclapped and whatnot at the same time. Immovable object versus immovable object. That's not the F5 I want. Okay, he is, this is not working, is it? I'm fairly sure Maharaga here is adapted at this point. Maybe. Okay. Let me land. Oh, he literally will not let me land right now. Okay. Maharaga has decided I'm not allowed to play the game anymore. Maharaga has decided I'm not allowed to play the game. Which is great design. Okay. His healing is just too strong. Oh, Jackpot ran out. Cool. Okay, Maharaga's literally unkillable. Yeah. That was the longest Maharaga fight yet, though. So, how do you beat it? It's actually impossible to beat that thing. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand what on earth you're supposed to do about that. Like, that thing is just truly unkillable. Like, there's 3 techniques. It is quite literally 3 techniques that work against that thing. Is Maharaga only beatable in multiplayer? Do you specifically need to get, like, an army behind you? Like, 4 players, like, teaming up on the thing? That's kind of what it feels like. But we managed to do probably 500 damage to it. That's probably ballpark estimate how much damage we did to the thing in total. But its healing is too strong. Honestly, if I manage to land another Idle Death Gambit, because my domain gets off of cooldown by the time Jackpot runs out. Or it looked like I wasn't on cooldown, although I didn't technically get time. My doors were able to open, but I don't know about the domain for sure. Can you do that? And if you manage to do that, is it still going to be enough? Is that still a 30-minute fight? Just to eventually lose because you make a mistake. It feels like that's probably the case. You need to be on top of Jackpot. You need to make sure to open your domain immediately on cooldown, because you're also not using cursed energy. You're constantly at full energy with this technique. Oh. Oh, I see a path to victory. It's a real long one, though. Oh, I think it's one I want to try. This is gonna be like a 20-minute fight if it works. If it works, this is a 20-minute fight. Okay. Yeah, this is one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the game rule. I'm gonna do Daylight Cycle False. I only want Maharaga here. It's if I'm gonna make this work, I need Maharaga just on his own, never getting interrupted by anything else. I also think I need a stronger weapon. Because Speed Marshal Solution, the Thunder Explosion, kind of helps out a little bit here, but I don't know if it's enough. The Sharpness matter? I was under the impression that Sharpness didn't really matter. But if it does, might as well try to, like, max out the weapon. I have plenty of Lapis and whatnot and plenty of levels, so it's worth a shot at least. Okay. So, I'm going to start getting some things prepared. Need to get all of our reserve balls. Need to enchant a couple weapons. Okay. I have an idea. Let's get ready to test it. Okay, I think I'm probably as good as I'm going to get. A fire aspect on that, sharpness on that. This has Unbreaking 3, didn't get a good one. Also, I looked it up. This one bypasses infinity. That's probably what I was thinking of when I thought it was good. I did think of a thing. Reserve balls. You can throw those on the ground or put them in a chest and then just get more of them back. So I now have 12 of those saved up. I tried to enchant the armor, but that doesn't work. I think that's it. Can't think of I can't think of anything else. Like, I want the Soul Split Katana. I just can't get it. I've been trying for Playful Cloud or Soul Split Katana, and I just can't get either. It just isn't happening. But, it's time. It's time for this. Can I make this work? Idle Death Gambit. Doors. Doors. Oh, did I instantly get a jackpot? No, I did not. I think I'm in normal mode, right? That's what that was? Let me move. Let me move. Where is my, reverse curse? Is it actually doing spins right now? It doesn't actually look like it's doing spins, which is really bad. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I get it? No. No, I'm in fatigue unstable. Okay. So, a technique fully based on luck perhaps isn't super reliable. Okay. Okay. Didn't think about that important little fact there. Let's try that one again. You're still here? Idle Death Gambit. Normal mode. And it just instantly closed. That's fun. Why? Explain why my domain instantly just evaporated? Are you going to, game? No? Then why did it then no, I don't accept that. I don't accept the game just saying, no, die. That's not exactly... That's not exactly fair game design. Door. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, cool. Cool. Is it gonna... whatever. That's stupid. Okay, game just broke. Cool. Okay, Maharaga disappeared. Can Maharaga adapt to other domains? I was under the impression that that was just not how that worked. I know Maharaga adapts to Infinity, but it doesn't adapt to Dark Void or anything, does it? I'm fairly sure it just exists, and I don't remember ever hearing that Maharaga has a way to just instantly destroy a domain. Okay. Whatever. I'm sure it's something weird like that I just didn't realize was actually possible. Pure love. Give me the jackpot. Come on. Oh, jackpot unlocked. Gotcha. Okay. Barrage attack. Okay. Okay. Reserve ball. Okay, I land a couple of those. Flying kick. No, don't switch over to the pickaxe. That is not a good weapon. Okay. Door. Door. Okay. How are you at full health right now? Like, sure, you're adapting to physical hits, but I'm switching things up as much as possible. Okay, he's at under 400 now. Our sword just didn't come back to us for a moment. It missed. Can I land a door? Door is a different damage type, so therefore he should not adapt to that one immediately. Okay, he's under 400 again. Okay, Jackpot's probably not going on for much longer. Okay. Come on, flying kick. Reserve. We land a door. Land the explosion effect. Okay. Idle, death, gambit. Increase what on earth? Why? That's not how Maharaga works. Like, when did he suddenly get instantly destroy domain techniques? When did that happen? Every time I fight this mob, it infuriates me even more because it just changes how it works. When did he gain that ability? What on earth is that nonsense? When did it gain that ability? It never had that ability before. I've never seen it do that before. Although I technically have never tried to launch 2 domains on a single Maharaga. I've never tried that. Technically. When did it gain that ability? Oh, this already super infuriating fight gets worse every single time you try to fight it. It just gets worse every single time. Finally had an idea that I thought was going to be fun, and I thought it was possible, and then the game still is like, no, it just doesn't work. Nope, anything you try against Maharaga just fails. Everything fails. Oh, that's stupid. Like, where on earth does it say he can do that? I've never read anything, I've never heard anything about him being able to just instantly saying, no, you, to your domain. Like, it's just not... Like, it's so infuriating how he can just say no. I hate this fight. I actually kind of hate this fight. How do you beat him? How? I'm gonna go looking for anything anywheres, and I'll tell you if I find anything that says he can just instantly destroy domains, or how he gains that ability, because I really want to know. I've literally not seen that anywheres. Wow, that fight is even more stupid and infuriating than I realized. I just found the wiki page and I started scrolling through all the way to the bottom to where it talks about adaptation, and that's even more impossible to beat him than I thought it was. I thought it was he gets hit, he starts adapting, and he needs to get hit a couple more times before adaptation to that attack starts. I thought, hit him at the same attack over and over again, he stops taking damage from that attack. No, apparently he just needs to get hit by the attack once. And after enough time passes, it just doesn't work. Doesn't matter if you change up attacks, doesn't matter if you hit him with like 100 different types. If you hit him with an attack once, eventually he becomes immune to it. Like, okay. And apparently, if he spends 1 second in a domain, that's all it takes, because he can just break it again. Like, the same way. Apparently he does adapt to domains, and if he gets caught in a domain for even a second, he will break it any other time he gets caught in it. Which, it's, I hate this fight. I hate this fight. No way. No way. No way we're beating him with this domain. Oh, with this technique. I thought I had a cool idea. I just didn't realize that's how he worked. His adaptation is even stupider than I thought. How do you beat him? It truly feels impossible to beat him. Like, there's literally 2 techniques that can do it, and that's because you hit him once and he's dead. That's going to be your hollow purple, and that's going to be cleave. That's it. That is legitimately it, I think, that can kill him. The whole point of Maharaga is that your Megami is supposed to summon him, or someone with the 10 Shadows technique has to summon Maharaga and beat him in a fight in order to gain the ability to use him. That's impossible. That is just not going to happen. What? Like, in universe, whoever... Like, in universe, I think it's impossible, let alone in game. I don't understand it. I just don't understand. This fight is stupid. This fight is so stupid. Like, whatever. Whatever. I'm sure eventually we'll find something that works. I'm gonna find another opponent. Like, I got stuck on this plan to beat Maharaga, but technically speaking, I haven't fully shown what this technique can do. Although I basically have. There's like the reach effect. Actually, it's weird. I can't actually find information on what the thing means when it says like reach when it pops up. But most of the wiki on this technique talks about Jackpot, so I'm not sure what everything else means. Still smallpox. I kind of want something without a domain. Gumo? I don't actually recognize that. Oh, that's this thing. Sure, Idle Death Embrace. We saw this thing last time, but didn't actually fight it. So we're in normal mode. Nothing special here. Doors activates. 666. Oh, 664. Oh, every time we activate doors, that's when the jackpot goes off. Okay, we have a reach right now. Oh, what is that? Reach. Come on. Give me a jackpot or something. 664. Oh, not cancel. Reverse curse. Doors. We're gonna accidentally win this fight. There we go, a jackpot activated. So, we're now borderline unkillable. Knockback. Oh, I say borderline unkillable. I think we might truly be unkillable. Like, for the next minute, we can't die. Or at least we block so much damage that you need to do, like, 1,000,000 damage in order to bypass it. Anyway, special grade Spirit 11. Gotcha. That thing's really cool and actually pretty scary looking. So there's that. So many summons. Spider Shikigami. So anyways, our jackpot is now going. I believe we hit that jackpot on 5s, right? Like, apparently that is actually important to note. We hit the jackpot on 5, which means that apparently the next time we activate our Idle Death Gambit, it is going to give us... Hold on, I closed the page because I started looking for Maharaga. The next time we hit an Idle Death Gambit, we are going to open up on Increased Probability mode, which makes the jackpot rate heavily increased. Also increases the consecutive effect move. Yeah, there's apparently one more move inside the domain that we haven't seen yet, because you need to specifically unlock it. I like the little explosion sound when we jump. Okay, domain closed. Who haven't we fought yet? Grab another random special grade. Phantom Cursed Spirits, Yamato no Orochi. We've seen it, we haven't beaten it. Yamato no Orochi. There's that. Idle Death Gambit. Increased Probability. We now have consecutive effects. Apparently the wheels will always just keep going, and we're just going to be feeling a lot better about it. Oh, they really are just going. Flying kick. There we go, we hit 777s, which means jackpot activates. Wow, this thing's got some healing. Wow. Wow. This is one of those opponents where you're just not allowed to fight it. Got it. Yeah. Definitely my least favorite type of opponent in the mod. The ones that can just say, no, you're not allowed to get near me. Flying kick, and barrage, barrage, flying kick, and barrage, and barrage. Wow, it does not want to die. Gotcha. Special grade Cursed Spirit 2. Okay. I think the wiki for this says that Jackpot is also supposed to give you zone, but it doesn't look like that's actually applying. So that's a little bit weird. I think zone is just increased curse energy things. I'm fairly sure curse is also supposed to make it so you land black flashes a bit more easily. Or at least black flash unlocks a zone, and after the first one you're supposed to get more of them. I don't know, maybe it's just hiding under the Jackpot effect, or it's just not working at all. Speaking of which, this is probably a technique that works fairly well with Black Flash, right? I'm assuming they're probably stackable. Like, the way effects work, you can probably land a Black Flash, land a Jackpot, and you're getting an extra boost on top of each other. Although, sadly, there's not a good way to guarantee a Black Flash. That's basically it. This technique is very powerful, except nothing works against Maharaga. I could see this technique being able to beat basically anyone but the Maharaga, Sukuna, Gojo trio. And maybe even Gojo. Because, like, if you have a tool to bypass Infinity, then Gojo loses a lot of strength, especially if you can't die for a minute. Although he also has a lot of health. I don't know. As a habit, I just like to save the like the big ones. Gojo and Sukuna are always the two that I'm like, I don't want to fight you yet. You're very cool, but I just like saving them for last. Do we want to try one more opponent with this one before ending off, or are we just ending off there? Maki calling game. Maki calling game. We saw this character last time. We attempted and just completely got beaten up while trying to fight her. So, switch on over to Idle Death Gambit. I don't know. This is a cool technique, but it's also a... When did you gain the ability? When did you gain the ability just to destroy my domain? Huh? Okay, is it... I'm beginning to think this might actually just be broken. It's like, fine, it's annoying against Maharaga, but I can understand why that would happen against Maharaga. Why did that happen against Maki? Does Maki gain the ability to destroy domains? I mean, Maki's cool, but her whole thing is her heavenly restrict makes it so that she can't use curse techniques. When did she gain the ability to just destroy domains? 1 second. Apparently, Maki's just immune to all domains besides open airs. Okay. I'm literally trying to test this against the worst 2 opponents to test it against. Are you kidding me? Oh, I have an idea to beat Maharaga. Maharaga destroys the domain. Oh, let's test it against Maki. She's a cool opponent. Maki's immune to domains. Whatever. Whatever. Cool. That's a spoiler, apparently. Okay, I knew Maki was cool. How did she get that cool? But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. I did some ranting about Maharaga today. I thought I had it. I was so excited. Maharaga's adaptation is so stupidly overpowered. Well, eventually we'll find a way. Does Kirara have a, hold on, where's the, curse technique thing? Next time, we're gonna be switching over. Just because this is definitely just like a 1 episode testing it. I could test it against everyone. But I know that Hikari and Kirara go hand in hand. I don't know if Kirara actually has a curse technique. I know she is in the mod, though. Kirara. Might as well just spawn her in. Yes. I know there is some, hello there. There's apparently some, debate on what pronouns. I'm gonna be using she, because it feels the most accurate from what I've heard. I don't think. It doesn't look like she actually has a domain. Let me double check this real quick. Or, it doesn't look like she has a curse technique. I'm gonna go looking real quick. Yeah. In the mod, but doesn't actually have a domain. Can you actually fight back, though? Okay, that's just a basic barrage. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, it's, they're spamming barrage and knockback attack, it looks like. Might as well just get the, achievement real quick. Southern Cross. Defeat Kirara Hoshi. But, anyways, next time we'll change over techniques. I mean, I could just test how good Jackpot is against everyone. But you can basically get a feel for it. If a character doesn't cancel a domain, you get Jackpot, and you're probably going to win that fight. And there's a couple of exceptions, obviously, and someone who can domain expansion against you might be able to fight back. But also, apparently, this domain has advantage. Like, every domain has, like, a hidden advantage value. And apparently, this one really likes to win, which I guess makes sense. It's based on a slot machine. So, and we could test it against everyone. We can probably pick up a few more wins. But honestly, I'd rather just get to new techniques. So, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.